the San Francisco 49ers taking on the LA Chargers.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Darnold. And his first look is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They find some open field here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The numbers for Mixon last week, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
On 2nd and 2, Darnold, slant pass to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. And Anderson's got it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on a catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Darnold on 1st down. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Darnold's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now it's Darnold. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyler Boyd. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Here's 2nd and 10. Darnold. Out left to Anderson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, it's Darnold. This goes out wide for Mixon. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Darnold now to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, Darnold. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run for it with Mixon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see? All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On first down, Darnold. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Eddie Goldman gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. On the return is Cohen. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw again. He completes it to Boyd. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Darnold to throw again. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Wally Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other, two-hand.
And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. To Barkley on the check down. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Chargers offense back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And down he'll go at the 25. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
from the 31. Darnold into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a throw here, hauled in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So that one will be accepted. Back now here in Santa Clara. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He gets this one to Boyd. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They try again with Cohen, and shedding through the tackle, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by DJ Reed. And the return will stop right around the 25. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
On 2nd down now, it's McLaughlin, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.